A whole lot of us have spent our entire lives, or at least our entire adult lives, caring for others. And I am definitely not knocking that. But sometimes when we expend ourselves caring for others, there's barely any time or energy left for us. And we give and we give and we put ourselves and our own health on the back burner year after year. I'm Lynn Weimar of Be Fit Beyond 50, and I'm here to tell you today that no matter what your circumstances are right now, it's your time to shine. And I'm not here to tell you that you suddenly need to become self-centered, egotistical, and quit worrying about everyone else and go find yourself. That's not what I'm saying. Some of my happiest years and happiest memories are those of raising my 6 children. So I'm not complaining at all. And I'm not here to tell you how hard my life was or anything like that. But in all those years of being so focused on other people, that weight can creep on just a little more every year. We can get a little more sedentary every year, a little less fit and active. And before we know it, we can be 50 or even 100 pounds overweight by the time we hit our 50s. And we can start wondering if it's really too late to turn it around. And some of us are still full-time caregivers, even in our 50s and 60s and beyond. And some of us are stepping into that new role later in life, caring for elderly parents, a sick spouse, or even raising our grandchildren. And we start to think, I couldn't take care of myself back when I was younger, and how am I ever going to start now? And I know for myself, up until recently, I was full-time caregiver for my father-in-law and my husband both. So I was pretty much on duty almost 24/7. And I'm not saying it's easy to prioritize yourself, but as those pounds creep on, we can start to avoid the mirror because we're afraid of what we might see there. And then when we get really brave and we look, we see rolls of fat and we feel disgusted. We feel that shame and we wonder, how did this ever happen to me? I did not intend ever to be this way. And I'm so disappointed in myself. And I'm going to have to buy new clothes because the old ones are getting tight. And how did this ever happen? And we start to wonder, is it really too late? Is it even possible to turn this around? Because I've heard it's even harder to lose weight after menopause. And I've sure tried enough diets over the year to know that those aren't going to work for me. And in that moment, what do you decide? Do you just kind of settle for that life of feeling disgusted with yourself? And do you just throw up your hands in the air and admit defeat? And think, maybe I was just meant to be fat. And I find that the most deadly decision we can make in that moment is to avoid making a decision. We look away from the mirror and we start living in avoidance and denial. We don't want to see ourselves in photos. Sometimes I hear of women that, they're avoiding social events. Definitely don't want to go to that high school reunion. And they admit defeat. And that's one decision that you can make. Or do you decide enough is enough? This time, I'm really going to lose the weight. I'm going to watch what I eat. I'm going to start back on that exercise program. I'm going to start walking. And what is going to make this time different than all the other times that you've decided the exact same thing? And I'm just here to ask you, what if it really could be different this time? What if it's really not too late to turn this around? And what if the weight that you're carrying around right now really wasn't because of some character flaw in yourself or a problem with your age or your metabolism or your hormones? And what if it was all because you just hadn't drawn that line in the sand and that you just don't have the tools and the expert mentorship that you need to succeed? And what if your best years really are ahead of you? And here's a big overlooked secret that I didn't mention earlier. When we invest the time to really start caring for ourselves, we have so much more to give to others. And you're not doing anyone any favors by running on fumes all the time. It's time to fill your own tank and care for yourself. And you and everyone else around you is going to reap the benefit of that. And that one decision to draw the line in the sand and start down a new path can start with just one simple shift in thinking. And my masterclass is all about 5 simple shifts in thinking that you can make to start turning your life around right now. And I explain exactly what those shifts are and how simple it is to make those in my free masterclass. And it's called 5 Simple Shifts to Kiss Dieting Goodbye Forever. So click on the link and it's going to take you there, and get ready to start on a whole new path for yourself and your life and your loved ones. All right, take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.